Hey again, everybody. I'm Lee Bursey. Welcome to Councilor's Corner. This being the third installment, the January 2011 edition. Happy New Year. Standing here in the hallway of our beautiful Brockville City Hall. As you can see here on the wall, we have pictures of the past councilors, and hopefully soon there'll be a wall photo for the current council. And I feel quite esteemed, and I must say, very proud to be able to know that I'm going to have my picture up here sometime soon as well. And it's very neat to see a lot of my current colleagues, as well as a lot of people who came before me and helped pave the way for the city every time I come to work. So it's very cool, and it's very humbling, to say the least. Keep things brief, as I like to do. I'm just going to talk about a couple of things we've been up to recently. We're about to enter our pre-budget season, where our city budget for the 2011 year should be debuting for council debate very, very soon. And we're very excited about that. It's going to be a very difficult year. There's absolutely no question that there's going to be a lot of tough choices to make, a lot of challenges, especially for the four of us who are brand new to the system. But that being said, it's always nice to know that things can move forward, and it's going to be a great experience because we're going to learn how to do it for the future. So I'm really excited to see how things are going. We recently just had a public meeting. It was all of, I think, about 11 or 12 minutes long, where we had Matthew Blair come and speak. He came and spoke about the Craft Hockeyville 2011 challenge competition, which of course was tremendous because I think it's fantastic when we see young people taking leadership in their community. Now Matthew's already created a Facebook page, he's already talked to Brock News, as well as some other local media outlets, and it was great that he took the next step to come to council and speak in front of the Cogeco audience as well as in front of City Council and talk about how important it is that the community unites around projects like this, which cost nothing for us to be a part of, and just a little bit of effort and a little bit of community spirit, and we can definitely make a difference. If we were to win this competition, that's going to be facility upgrades that we're going to have. That's going to be money being pumped into our economy, and of course it's great for the spirit of the community as well. So I encourage everyone, you have until the end of this month to go on to cbc.ca, look up Craft Hockeyville, and enter your stories why this is a great hockey town for you. We all know Brockville, of course, and our Memorial Center here in Leeds and Grangeville has been host to many a fantastic match over its time. Last year we had the Fred Page Cup, and our beloved Brockville Braves took home the main prize, and I think that this could definitely be a real great opportunity for other people who might not necessarily be involved in the municipal end of things to get more involved in their community. So I definitely encourage you to please take part in the competition, and once again a thumbs up to Matthew for taking the leadership and letting council know more about it, and that's why we're here to help. And I encourage any of our constituents, our citizens in this community, come to our council meetings. Contact our city clerk ahead of time. Try to get on the agenda. If you have something that's important that you think we should be looking at, we're here to serve you. We get paid through your tax dollars. This establishment is here for you. Next up, let's see here. What else do we have to talk about? Okay, well, recently I was able to attend a workshop at the end of December put on by Charles Melchers and Linda Raby. Now, Charles, of course, is someone who doesn't live here in town, but his family resides in Lynn. He used to live here, but he went away, of course, to make his fortune. And he's come back from time to time because Brockville is really his home. And Linda Raby, of course, works at the Employment Education Center. And together they decided to put together this workshop, which would include different community leaders, different members of the EEC staff, and it was basically a workshop seminar about how to retain young professionals in our community. And youth retention and advocating for that is something that I'm definitely very passionate about, and I think it's very important. And it was a very, very unique workshop, to say the least. Charles Melchers was actually a peer tutor of mine when I was in high school, so it was extremely nostalgic and exciting for me to be able to see him in that role. But what was great also about this wonderfully facilitated workshop was that we had 20 or 30 young people who were home for the holidays who came to talk about how they could make Brockville more accessible. Many of them had gone away to make their fortune and had come back because they care about this community. And many wish they could come back and make their living here, but they weren't sure how. So it's really neat when these type of avenues open up so that we can talk about these very important subjects. Retaining our youth, bringing people to our community is fundamental to a city's success. Without the future, how can we have one? Now that being said, I think that these workshops are things that we should continue to repeat in the future. It'd be nice to do one with the Foundation's Alternative Education Group, because a lot of people sometimes miss the boat in terms of how they perceive things. It's not just about retaining and attracting young professionals, which is very important. What about some people who might not, for whatever reason, academically or financially, be in a situation to go away to make their fortune? And they have to live with the decisions we make every day. I think it's great that this dialogue is continuing, because I think that youth retention, of course, continues to be a topic. Every election, every opportunity there is where someone can advocate for it, they try to, but we need to continue that dialogue. It's more than just an election topic. It's a consistent topic and a consistent concern in our community. Like I said, without our future, how can we have one? I'm really excited to see where things are going to go. We've got a lot coming up. There's going to be a lot of talk about some of our downtown development projects, about our services. We've got our budget coming up. It's going to be a very intense, very exciting time for the city. And I just hope that we continue to work as a team and collaborate as we have been so far. And I really do feel as though we have a very strong council with a lot of great ideas. And it's all a matter of taking the experience, the initiative, the enthusiasm, bringing them together, and doing the best for our city. That's all the time I'm going to take this month, I think. I wish you very much, like I said, a very happy new year. Enjoy the holidays, stay warm, don't get sick, it's awful. And I'll talk to you soon.